In an important judgment for those who have been interested in cryptocurrencies or virtual currencies, the Supreme Court of India on 4th March dismissed an earlier imposed ban by the Reserve Bank of India and allowed trading, dealing and transacting using cryptocurrencies or virtual currencies. And this is a very important judgment, but before we get to the details of the judgment and the matter, let us try and understand what cryptocurrencies are.
So cryptocurrency is virtual currency, which means that it does not exist in physical form. It's there only digitally. Now, one of the important features of cryptocurrency is that you can call it a public monitored currency because it is not issued by any government or central bank.
Okay.
And due to this, many regulators warn against the use of cryptocurrency. Although in 2017, Japan accepted Bitcoin, which is a form of cryptocurrency, accepted Bitcoin as one of its legal currencies. But coming back to India, here also people were a little skeptical with the use of cryptocurrency. So this entire case started in April 2018 when the Reserve Bank of India issued a circular which was to target all the institutes that it regulates, such as banks. So what happened was the circular banned the use of virtual currency in the banks, which means that people were not allowed to transfer money to or from the banks, the people who were involved in cryptocurrency.
Right.
And they would not even be allowed to liquidate their cryptocurrency.
Okay.
So, because as I told you, it's a physical form, so cryptocurrency needs to be liquidated in order to be used as a, as money, you can say.
Okay.
And the time frame given for this entire circular was 3 months. So, in 3 months, the banks had to dissociate themselves from the people who deal with cryptocurrency.
And then the ban started.
Yeah, and after that, the ban started. So, in 3 months, after
Okay.
3 months. And because this was a profitable case, a profitable business, you can say, for the banks and also for the people involved, so a lot of cases were filed against this circular.
Okay.
But finally, the Internet and Mobile Association of India, IAMAI, on behalf of all these individual cases, it challenged this circular in the Supreme Court.
Okay.
Circular by RBI. So the first hearing was done in somewhere August 2019, and after that about 6 hearings have been done, and right now this verdict is the final verdict by Supreme Court. Now can you take us briefly through the arguments presented by both the sides through the court of hearings?
Right. So before that, for our viewers, IAMAI, in the Internet and Mobile Association of India, is a market body or an industrial body that deals in cryptocurrencies. So they challenged this particular circular in the court, as you said, and their arguments, they mainly contended on 3 arguments.
Okay.
One, that they said cryptocurrency is not a strict currency, but it is a form of commodity that has a value, and people deal using that commodity, right? The second argument they made, that RBI lacks the jurisdiction. RBI does not have the jurisdiction to impose a blanket ban because there is no proper law regarding cryptocurrencies in the country. So the RBI cannot just simply put up a ban because it doesn't want to regulate it or it faces difficulties. So that was their third point, that RBI's ban was merely based on its difficulties that it faced while regulating cryptocurrencies and transactions.
The risks, you can say.
The risks, basically. So they did not have a problem as such. It is not illegitimate. It was not causing damage to the ecosystem. It was simply that the RBI and its institutions such as banks faced difficulties in regulation.
Okay.
That was one. So however, in the court, RBI also said that it has not banned the use of cryptocurrencies. It simply does not want to regulate or does not allow its banks to transact or to allow the transactions, right? However, while in the verdict, as it's a 180-page long verdict, but we can simply break it down, or the important points, we can simply understand them in 3 or 4 important points. So first is that there was a contradiction in RBI's stance as observed by the Supreme Court. That is that RBI itself said there is no ban on the use of cryptocurrencies.
Okay.
They are legal. However, the transactions are banned. So the court observed that you allow them to exist, but you do not allow them to function. So you're curbing their lifeline. So that was one. Second was that even in their circular as well as in the court, the RBI could not provide any evidence of damage or losses borne by any banks
Due to cryptocurrency.
due to cryptocurrency and transactions in cryptocurrencies. So there was no losses itself, but it was simply that they faced difficulties probably as contended by the IAMAI, and they simply banned it because they did not want to regulate or deal with that particular thing, right? So that was one, because they could not tell what was the fault in the transactions and stuff. Third is another contradiction in two reports submitted by the same interministerial committee. So in 2017, an interministerial committee was formed and they submitted two reports. First, in 2018, that report says that we need to regulate cryptocurrencies instead of imposing a ban, and they recommended a bill called Crypto Token Regulation Bill. So they actually recommended a legislation to regulate and control the use of cryptocurrencies, right? But in the second report in 2019, that same committee recommended a full ban on cryptocurrencies, on private cryptocurrencies. They simply refused to accept them as currencies. That was thing. So that was one contradiction that the court observed in two different reports submitted by the same committee.
Yeah.
So these were the things. The court said the RBI's ban or the circular was not proportionate. It did not have any strong base.
Yeah.
Right. So this was the whole verdict in a nutshell, if I may say.
So according to reports, before the ban by RBI, there were about 50 lakh people in India who had invested in cryptocurrency. And now we can say that those people, some of them may have liquidated their money after the ban, but people who still do deal with it, who have bitcoins or cryptocurrency right now, I think now they can go to the banks, and banks cannot say no. They don't, like, legally they should not say no.
See,
to deal
ideally, as you said, they should not.
Yeah.
However, there are some banks that can seek a proper regulation from RBI.
Right.
But that is a different case. However, before that, it is a very positive move. It is a positive move, and it is definitely going to see an uprising in the market and the ecosystem.
Right, right.
Even, in fact, after the judgment itself, several cryptocurrencies saw a surge in their value up to 50%
in India.
In India itself. So that is a positive move, because you already are promoting India to become a digital economy, right? You are moving towards digital India. You have platforms, you have infrastructure. So as you said, those people might want to come back, and they should not face any difficulties as such.
Yeah.
However, there are still some time for things to get clear, things to come out open.
Yeah.
Because the RBI still has certain options open. It can definitely take the judicial route. It can challenge the verdict in front of a larger bench, right? The parliament, the government also has an option where it can make a law and overrule the judgment. So these are the things. Let us see what happens now. However, for now, it is a positive move, and it is definitely going to see a surge in the market, because the cryptocurrency is being accepted worldwide, and India definitely can be a front runner in that race. Yes.
Yeah. This judgment is surely a step closer to digital India, I would say, but RBI is yet to release any official statement on the issue right now. So as of now, this is where things stands here. Keep watching Swarajya for more updates on it.